mountain pose at the front of your mat, stepping your left foot back, lining your feet up about one leg length apart, front toes straight ahead, back toes pointing to the side edge of the mat, pelvis also facing the side edge of the mat. Inhale to extend your spine, and as you exhale with hands on your hips, start to tilt your pelvis over your right leg, pausing as you inhale, and then continue with your exhale, tilting your pelvis over your right leg. Let your upper body follow this tilt. We're journeying into extended triangle pose, working on the pelvic tilt to lead into the posture. Once you reach your maximum tilt, practice allowing your upper hip to roll towards the floor slightly. This will open up a bit more space in the bottom hip. Then wrap your top arm around behind you. Place the back of the hand on the lower back, or if it's available, bring your hand all the way around to catch your lower wrist, the right wrist. Breathing deeply here. If it's comfortable for your neck, you can turn your head to gaze up. Keeping the experience dynamic through your breath with each inhale, feet rooted, energizing your spine. Each exhale, perhaps tilting a bit further over your right leg, deepening your experience of the pose. Core is strong for support. Face completely relaxed. Unwrap your top arm now, send your fingers straight up, and with an inhale, pull yourself all the way up. Exhale, float your arms down. Other side, pivot your feet in the opposite direction. The left toes to the back of the mat, right toes to the side edge. Pelvis is open. Next exhale, start to tilt your pelvis over your left leg. Pausing with your inhale, lengthening your spine, and as you exhale, continuing. Tilting your pelvis to the left. Keep breathing your way into the pose like this. And again, when you find your maximum tilt, allow your top hip to roll towards the floor very slightly, freeing up a bit more space in your bottom hip. Maybe tilt a little further if it's available. And with your left hand remaining on your left hip, wrap your right arm around behind you, back of the hand to the lower back, or catching your left wrist with your right hand. If it's comfortable for your neck, turning your head. If it's uncomfortable, turn your head gaze down. If it is comfortable, gazing straight ahead or up to the ceiling. Breathing deeply here, aiming to keep your lower elbow pointing straight down towards your foot. Really maintaining a single plane with the entire body from the feet to the skull. And again, the experience remains dynamic through your breath, anchoring into your feet, energizing your spine with your inhales, and remaining grounded, settling a little deeper into the pose with your exhales. Unwrapping your top arm now, extending it straight up, and with an inhale, come all the way back up. And again, exhale, release your hands to your hips, pivot your feet to their original position, gazing beyond your front knee. As you bend into that front knee, setting up for Warrior Two, place your hand on the inner line of the knee, make sure it remains stable, and then backhand pulls the back hip open. For Warrior Two, float your arms up parallel with the floor, then turn palms face up to the ceiling with elbows soft. Shoulders are relaxed away from your ears, fingers spread. Both legs are active here, press into both feet evenly. Core is strong. Each inhale, lengthen straight up through the crown. And each exhale, remaining grounded as you settle a little bit deeper if that feels available. Make sure not to overbend your front knee, remaining really stable. Next inhale, ease your front leg straight, and exhale, hands to your hips, pivot your feet other direction. Setting up again for Warrior Two, gazing beyond your left toes, bend that knee into the lunge first, left palm to the inner knee, right palm to the right hip. Keeping the knee stable, roll your right hip back a bit more, opening the inner leg lines. And Warrior Two arms, when you're ready. Float your arms up parallel with the floor, then turn palms face up to the ceiling, soften your elbows. Keep the arms energized without becoming rigid. Reach out through your fingers, shoulders are soft. From a stable foundation, each inhale lengthening, and each exhale settling a bit deeper. Good, and next inhale, ease your front leg straight. Exhale, hands to your hips again. Pivot your feet back, their original position, then inhale to step your left foot up to meet the right. Give your body a bit of a shake. Mountain